everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the real KMGH. And if you're watching from another channel, which is most likely my Facebook, fantastic. Welcome back to that one as well. We are going to go through the review of Dandadan, Season 2, Episodes 4 to 5, which was, release of the past 2 weeks. And, I need to know from you guys, but you guys can actually just add your comments after this review or during this review to the comment section. Okay, don't forget to leave a like, react, and at the same time, if you want to subscribe, or you can follow if you're watching this from a different platform. Okay, so starting with episode 4 of Dandadan season 2, the group have finally defeated the giant worm and its worshippers, and also saved the town from the exploding volcano. Now it's time to exorcise the evil eye from Gigi, but it's not as easy as it seems, to be honest. Okay, that's actually what I wrote there. Only it seems that it's not as easy as everyone thinks it is, and that's actually because the evil eye will not leave. And yes, it's also because the evil eye is actually quite that powerful, even though it is considered to be a young what is it called? A young spirit. So it's funny that cat that was speaking says that the evil eye is a mountain god, but it is still actually very, very young. Yet it is still powerful. But the older it gets, it will be even more powerful, to a point where most likely even the vessel Gigi will not be able to control the evil eye anymore. Okay. And it's found that the evil eye will stay dormant in the vessel, which is Gigi, only if it is exposed to high temperatures, so that's warm temperatures. But when it is exposed to cold temperatures, the evil eye basically activates and becomes active. Okay? So at least everybody knows that there is maybe a way to control the evil eye, and that is to make sure that Gigi, sounded like you can actually just hear now with the mic, because the mic was the whole time up here, and I was like shouting. I mean, I was like shouting, and you can only hear that much. But now if I put it over here, now I'm shouting, and you can hear it even more clearly. Oh my gosh! Okay, so they know now that warm temperatures brings Gigi back. Okay, so Gigi is in control of his body, but cold temperatures will now bring the evil eye back. Okay, and then the evil eye will have control of Gigi's body. So the group decides to go around the days normally. Now that they found out that all they got to do is keep Gigi hot, right, and warm, then the evil eye won't react. So the group decides to go around their days normally. The kids go to school. Gigi visits his parents, but he's still stuck in the spiritual containment, which is that human animoid and that human body thingy. Okay, and Gigi visits his parents at the hospital, and everybody decides to continue their lives as normal. Okay, then we actually get a scene where the lead worshipper of the giant worm of worshippers, which is the woman, still appears to be alive. And then they are not even human, but actually subterranean. So basically, they were worshipping a giant worm underground. I guess that's where the subterranean comes from. And then they're not even human, because they actually pull the human figure, the human costume off, and they turn out to be something that would basically be considered an alien. So this whole series, this whole anime has got to do with cryptids, aliens, and ghosts. Cryptids, aliens, and ghosts. That's basically what this thing has got to do with. Everything is supernatural. Okay? Yeah, subterranean, and now this subterranean worshipper of the giant worm holds a grudge against the group. So basically, we will see them again, most likely later in the season, and they'll most likely come with more battle tricks up their sleeve. So yeah, we will see them again. So during this 4th episode, the kids all experience their slice of life for a moment, of course. Okay. Okurin and Momo get even closer to each other, and Momo also asks Okurin and Ira, the girl with the pink hair, to sleep over for a few days at her grandma's place as to keep an eye on Gigi and the evil eye. Okay, Obviously, Momo, obviously, Ira and Okrin feel like, oh my gosh, we're actually gonna sleep over at this chick's place. Like, I can't believe it, you know. So they're like, got a little bit shy here and stuff. Like, oh my gosh, you're gonna have a sleepover. That's incredible, and all of that. And you know, it seems okay. Slice of life, nothing sexual, but then again, there was actually something sexual between the grandma and this the container that Gigi is standing in. Because apparently they got something on as well. You know, there is never an episode in this anime where it does have nothing to do with sex. I understand about the slice of life, oh, getting together, you know, falling in love, like, oh my gosh, my fingers are touching, blah, 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 you know. I understand that. That's like, you know, very innocent and kid like, you know. But then you have the grandma saying that, no, you can't do certain things when you're like that, you know, and you only do it at 3 a.m. in the morning. What? I thought this is an anime, like for children as well as for adults. But you don't have to make it so sexual every single episode. I wonder what the manga's like. I have never read the manga. Any of you that have read the manga, jump into the comments and tell us at least something. You know, is it worse than what we see in the animation, or is it worse in the animation? You get what I'm saying? Did they make it a little bit worse in the animation compared to the anime? Or is the anime wild, basically? Now, going into episode 5, jumping to the fact that everybody's having their own slice of life and everything's cool. They're gonna have to sleep over. They're gonna watch over Okarin and Gigi and everybody. They still have to exercise the evil eye, and they finally find a group of Hayashi, which is a group of musicians that use music to exorcise spirits. But this group is actually a rock band, and it's actually cool. You spend about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes listening to these guys rock on, and it's actually quite cool. It's a cool song. It's cool to see how they be rocking on a heavy frequency with all that guitars and everything is electric. Sounds like 80s music, and all the spirits start waking up because these guys are just rocking the entire vibe there. So the band starts playing the music and they evoke the spirits around them, and it freaking works. Even the evil eye was about to be exorcised from Gigi, but Gigi refused to have the evil eye be destroyed. Why? Because he made a promise to the evil eye to basically be his friend. I have an issue with anime going to everything that is basically in the real world for us a no-no. Okay? I fell in love with my demon sister. I won't let the ghost be destroyed that's possessing me, or the demon that's possessing me, because I told it I will be his friend. I won't let the alien get caught by the government, even though the alien wants to destroy my world, but I said I will be his friend and I'll save the world. I'm sick and tired of this kind of bullcrap jumping into anime. The reason why I don't let the ghost be exercised is because I told him I'm going to be his friend. What if... What if... in Demon Slayer, okay, Tanjiro says, I won't kill Muzan because I saw Muzan's past and it's sad and I feel for him. I'm not going to kill him. Even though the dude killed his entire family and turned his sister into a demon, Tanjiro will be like, no, we can't kill him. Imagine that. That's kind of what's happening in quite a few animes, okay? Oh, I found a demon, and the demon looks like this cute little girl with like horns and all of that stuff, and she smiles. We all know those pictures from anime, and I'm just telling you guys, what the F? I don't even watch those animes, because when I see, oh, I was it now? I died and got reincarnated into slime. So that's a long name for an anime, and at the same time, why would I want to watch a movie about a slime? I know I'm talking out of experience here. I'm not talking about... Oh, what's the actual word? I know I'm not talking out of experience here because I haven't watched it, so I can't really say if it was a great thing, but I'm just saying, like, why did you even decide to make that in anime? You could have stayed a manga and took the time to make other stuff like actual anime. Like, this anime I think is really weird, and a lot of the anime, I'm going to say, wants you to side with what we in the real world consider bad. Okay? Now, I know you're saying, like, yo, dude, you like whacking on anime. But I'm just saying, like, you gotta accept demons now in Dandadan. You gotta accept ghosts and aliens into your life. Um, you gotta accept this. You gotta accept the. Oh yeah, there's an anime where this kid actually has a demon blood. He's an ancestor of demon blood, and he's probably like in the anime going to be like, I'll use my powers of demonism for good. I'm just saying this. Sam and Dean, they wouldn't give a shit. Okay, Sam and Dean will see and slay. That's it. Okay, but if you were chick, you were evil chick, and you hot, Sam and Dean might give you a pass. Sam and Dean, it might just be like, smash. Smash and then maybe slay afterwards. Okay, I'm done talking about that. I'm just saying that, man. Why are the anime creators want us to accept the evil stuff into our lives? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Anyway, it is just an anime. Don't take it real. It's fiction. Okay, just enjoy the material, and at the same time, like me, you can question the dumbnism that people have put into their own anime and into the plot as well. So moving on. Yeah, where were we? Yeah, because the GG actually wants to remain being the vessel of the evil eye, so the evil eye can actually have a friend. Okay, so the rock band and grandma stop the exorcism and allow the evil eye to remain, and Gigi will accept the consequences that could come from still being the vessel of the evil eye. So now I guess that the group now has the main group now in the anime has Okurin and Gigi as the strongest spiritual medium fighters, because Okurin has the Turbo Granny power, and now Gigi is the vessel of the evil eye. So basically, you got like two strong spirit users or vessels, and they will be the ones that will be helping the group fight against the subterraneans when they finally decide to attack, and other aliens and other ghosts as well. Okay? So I'm not going to go any further into the sleepover, but basically it's chilled afterwards, and there is a touching moment of friendship build between Okurin and Gigi, the two ghost users now. Okay? The next day after school, Okurin and is what? Okurin is taken by Momo's friends to a restaurant where Momo started working, and Momo is dressed as a maid. Obviously, everybody is shocked, even Momo, because he's standing there and welcoming the new guest, which is her friends and Okurin, and they're all standing there shocked, and the friends are like taking pictures and smiling, and they can't believe they're finally getting this right. And they walk into the restaurant, and at the same time, it seems that Momo, that's actually where the scene ends. But I'm pretty sure in episode 6, it's going to have to be that Momo is going to have to serve Okurin and her friends at her table. And it's going to be quite funny. I'm pretty sure it's really funny because they caught her in a maid outfit. But it will be cool to see that episode. I will definitely watch that one, because I actually want to see the reaction and how Momo's going to react. She most likely is going to get pretty angry, and I don't want to see. She might just be she might just quit the job or get kicked out, because they're obviously going to be really, really funny and loud and just get on everybody's nerves as they're in the restaurant. But episode 6, that will be released this week, so don't forget to catch that on Crunchyroll if you've got Crunchyroll account. But there are more for us to see, and there's more content. I said contact. There's more content for you to watch on my channel, that is on YouTube or on Facebook. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and we'll meet again on the next review. Bye.